Hello everyone, this is Super RJ here, and welcome back to Crossover Discussion. Today, today we're going to be starting about viewing an episode of Henry Danger, Danger and Thunder. That's what I think. So here's the premise of the episode. We see Phoebe learn so much about Captain Man and Kid Danger. Meanwhile, back in Swellview, Captain Man, aka Ray, and Kid Danger, aka Henry, have heard something about this evil villain meeting under the sewers. So they decided to go check it out in stealth mode. The only way to do that is to be disguised as the Canadian villains instead of the Machos, I think. Before they're about to arrive, Phoebe comes in as young lady Thunderman, trying to stop them. After that, she finds out that actually Captain Man and Ray and Kid and Henry. So after they do a lot of talking, they decide Captain Man actually knows about Phoebe's dad, Thunderman, and he's know him really well, and that's kind of really fine with that. Anyway, they asked if she can join them to find out what's going on with all Swellview's villains. They agree. She agrees, and then they head to the sewers. While they're there, they come across all Captain Man's villains. There's Drillfingers, Dr. Maniac, with his attractive assistant. Who else? If you haven't watched the episode with the space rock alien bug thing in the episode Henry Danger, you know that thing has been mutated and who's still stuck. In the end, that thing was stuck onto that little girl on a bus while she's riding on a tricycle, and she come like a mean, disgusting creature, meanful villain. And then there's who else is there? I think it's the guy who leads all these kids to come paint graffitis, who spray paint on the wall, and Swellview's dumbest criminal, Jeff. So all the villains wondering who invited all this meeting, and it turns out it was the Captain Man's first enemy that Captain Man ever encountered was, well, let's be faced here, the toddler. The toddler from the first movie where a grown man was dressed as a baby, acts like a baby. It's really underwhelming. It's just awkward. And one who's side with him is Phoebe's brother Max. As you guys don't know, watch Thundermans, Phoebe wants to be a hero, and along with her twin brother Max wants to be a villain. By the way, Max is my favorite character in Thundermans. I'll review that later. But anyway, we find the reason why Max was there because he wanted to try out Dr. Maniac's helium gun, whatever. Although he does want to join the Villains League, but that's it. Anyway, then Max villains evilly dispose Captain Man, Kid Danger, and Lady Thunderman to be exposed. So they capture Captain Man, and they trap him in a big cinder blocks, and then they tell him his future plans that they're gonna ride through the train to the end of the canyon where they drop off Captain Man there, and he'll be dead forever, even though he'll be indestructible. Then after that, we have a fight scene, yada yada, and episode's over. So in conclusion, let's give us some deep thoughts on this crossover. First of all, the comedy is not that bad. I give it credit for that for Schneider's Bakery. I mean, I thought it was gonna be like a Thundermans episode, but it's actually a Henry Danger episode. But I was like, Dan Schneider, please don't fail this episode crossover. I mean, the Thundermans used to have a crossover with the Haunted Hathaways, and that one was good. But when I saw this one with with Henry Danger, well, it could be simply not. It could be fun to watch. I don't know. It could be. It could be good. After I did, it was not that bad. There are some good jokes. I like some of the action scene, and the writing's not that bad either. Oh, and also a subplot between Henry's best friend, Jasper, and Harry's little annoying sister, Piper. In that B plot, Piper had some weird stupid syndrome known as text thumb syndrome, where she's looking down at her phone, laptop, looking at this thing all day, which never after that happened she never looked up again, ever again. Which now she has to wear a cone on her head. And that's kind of stupid, because that's the problem with Piper. She's like more obnoxious than Megan from Drake and Josh. This time she's like mostly obsessed with her social media. I mean, literally. So anyway, Jasper decides to help Piper out with her phone while she's trying to feel better, get her neck prepared. There. And then he accidentally ruined Piper's life by inviting some dirty boy into this one of her friend's party, which causes friend feud. And then thankfully Jasper get all the blame. And that's the plot end. And that's it. That's the end of the plot. Now I'm going to be discussing more about the main plot. Just want you to know, the Thundermans is a good show, I admit. But when compared with Henry Dangerous, created by Dan Schneider, I'm like, oh my god. Like I said, it's gonna be like fun, but I think it might have some stupid flaws. But again, I find out there's no flaws in it. Although there are some few things like, kind of like, well, I don't know. I don't know, something, I don't know. But anyway, as the characters are not that even not forgettable. I mean, Ray's just still typical, sometimes like a child. Henry is still alright. Max is still, he's a great character, I know. As Charlotte, from who's part of the episode, is Cycle with Schwartz was okay. Yeah, all the characters are horrible. I mean, okay. Nothing explanatory. The only character I find really funny was the toddler. I know he's a grown man, acts like a baby, but that's besides the point. Either way, you could notice that at least he's not really the main villain of this show. Because every hero needs a main villain. Like Batman has arch enemy known as Joker, and Spider-Man is Venom. Arch enemy is Venom, and that's everything. But most of the time, they have some new villains to face with. I mean, you gotta make sure your villains gotta be really dark and very interesting. But the villains in Henry Danger don't hold my attention. Like Dr. Maniac, like he wants I do have his plan, like he may find a way to make Captain Man becomes weak with his powers. But it's disturbing that the way to do that is making tears of tiny little bugs. It's weird, really weird. And what I have to say, why they have to invite Jeff? I mean, I understand that they say he's the dumbest villain in Swellview in the Halloween episode. But man, I don't know what this company's deal is by thinking that people who are really dumb and making weird characters like the hunchback guy from episode Game Shaker Poison Pie is funny. It's not. It's just really freaking stupid and weird. It doesn't need that to happen in a TV show. This is what I meant in my super discussion about Dash Schneider's Bakery. Don't make some side characters weird or random to be scary to look at. It doesn't work. And overall, this crossover is really work outstanding. The sets are nice. The writing's not that bad. The action scenes are really fun. I give it that. And I do like the one punishment that Max have in the ending. I won't give it away there. Where until the credits. Even though another thing I had to say about in new episodes of Henry Danger, I find out now that every ending of episodes that I saw was mostly goes out of nowhere. Like they didn't have no explanation with it. You need an explanation to get this ending make sense. So that's my thing. So, what do you guys think about the crossover of Henry Danger and the Thundermans? Leave it down in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.